Hi everyone, it's Kim at Good Vibe Astrology, and I'm here today with call number 5, Prep for Transits of Mars in the Transform with Transits course. If you're following along, we are almost halfway through the course now, looking at Mars, which is the last of what we call the inner planet transits, the ones that go by pretty quick. You can see where Mars is in relationship to Mercury, the Earth, Venus, and then of course we have Mars. And the time it takes for Mars to make one complete orbit around the Sun is 2 years. So we get a Mars return every 2 years. One way to find where Mars is in your natal chart, of course, is to spot the glyph for Mars, which we see here, the circle with the arrow, and here it's in 8 degrees of Capricorn in the 5th house. Another way to find Mars, if we're not quite clear on the glyphs, and we do have tutorials to help you learn how to draw the glyphs and so you understand how to recognize them, but if you're not quite there yet, you can double check and find Mars down here in the list, and then also see 8 degrees Capricorn, 31, and in this case Mars is retrograde. You can see with that little R symbol. Okay, that's where Mars is in the natal chart, but how do we find it by transit? Again, as with all the other planets, we go to the ephemeris, and here we see Mars over the most of 2013, and we can find where Mars is by transit. Now, every couple years Mars turns retrograde and spends quite a few months in one sign. Its usual pace is about 6 weeks through a sign, and we can see this happening later in the year where Mars is moving quickly through Sagittarius and on into Capricorn. But for right now, we can find today's date and look down and we realize that Mars is still here at the 9-degree Libra point, which is where Mars was when he turned direct. So Mars has been hanging at 9-10 degrees Libra for quite some time, nearly a month. And this is a rare thing. But what we do is we go back to the natal chart and spot where that 9 degrees of Libra is. And here, of course, we find it in transiting in the 2nd house. Okay, that's where Libra is. Another way to quickly spot where Mars is to check the astral clock, which we see here. And we find Mars down here at 9 Libra 20, but going direct. And interestingly, it's in the 2nd house as well for our Byron Bay chart. All right, what does it mean when Mars transits a house or a natal point in the chart, and especially in Libra where he's been spending so much time? What does that mean for us? The first thing you got to think about Mars is its action. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning. It's energy. Whatever it touches, it heats up. And that is heat as in desire, enthusiasm, aggressiveness. This can be a healthy aggression. It's an assertiveness. It's heroism. It's blunt honesty. It's self-reliance, independence. Mars naturally rules Aries and traditionally Scorpio, naturally the 1st house and the 8th house. Mars is ultimately the inner warrior. He is your powerhouse. And he is the energy that gets you on your path towards your purpose. We actually have a call titled Purpose, Path, and Power that talks about the Sun and Mars, and that might be a good one to review to get a really strong feeling of what this Mars energy is about. I want you all to find your natal Mars and where Mars is transiting and get an idea. Just think, what house is heating up? What other planets are heating up? Make a little list of what Mars is doing here at 9-10 degrees of Libra. All right, that's it for today. Bye.